In this brief video, I want to show you some ways to use Desmos to create displays of statistics, such as histograms, dot plots, or box plots. Sometimes these graphs can help you understand the shape of a distribution, such as if a distribution is symmetric or skewed left or right, and it can also help you identify any outliers. So first of all, you can see here I've already got my list of data in parentheses. And if I come over here to functions, earlier we were looking at statistics, but this time we're going to look at this tab. It's short for distribution, DIST. And the visualizations that we'll stick with are these three at the top: histogram, dot plot, and box plot. So basically what this tells me is I can either click on these or I can just type that name, that word in front of this list. So I'm going to do the first, or the latter rather. I'm going to just type histogram here in front of this list. Now, again, I've got this caution icon here to the side, and what it tells me is that the list has to also be in square brackets. So inside the parentheses, I'll place square brackets. I could do that also here at the end. Fill in that square bracket. By default, the bin width right now is 1. The height is going to be its frequency or count, and the bin is centered instead of on the left. Those are some things you can kind of play around with. But for the main idea of shape, it shouldn't really matter too much what you select here for heights and bin alignment. However, we first need to see the actual graph. So all of these values being in the 40s, that means this information is over here somewhere, and here we see it, our histogram. So as far as shape goes, we see a lot of the data is clustered over here to the right, meaning that the tail of the data, there's less data on the left, so we would call this skewed left. Now, if I want to see this as a dot plot, I just simply change the name in front of the list to dot plot, and now it shows up as a dot plot. Very similar to the histogram. Or if I want to see it as a box plot, I just change the name in front of the list to box plot. This also gives me a little bit more information, like the quartiles. So for instance, this first value, 42, is the min. At the beginning of the box is quartile 1, so that appears to be 45. The line in the middle of the box is the median, also known as quartile 2, so that appears to be 47. Quartile 3 is at the end of the box, that's 48. And then the last quartile, or the max, is here at 49. So those are just some quick ways that you can change the distribution of a set of data to get a better feel for any possible outliers or the shape of your data.